Welcome back to another Eldin tutorial. This tutorial will be discussing all of the commands and explaining what a mob arena is. Now, a mob arena is a specific plugin that we have on Eldin. That's a fun game that you can play with other people. Only town owners can set up a mob arena, so you can't just set one up for yourself. They are one of the specific buildings that you need, or that you don't need. It's a specific building that you can get for your town. And mob arenas have a maintenance cost of 300 trade bars per week. So you have to be coming at least that, and they have a initial setup fee of 15,000. The qualifications are the arena itself has to be at least 15 by 15. This arena is 39 by 39. It's the way it had to work to become a perfect sphere. So that's the arena size. In our case, we decided to make it fairly big. You need to have a room where you can have people, when they die, to spawn. That'll have a scoreboard. The scoreboard's not working at the moment, but a place where they die and they can have a scoreboard. A place where people can go to observe, which again is up here or in the sides. And these have a sealed off room, which is there in the back, which I'm going to show off in a minute, where you pick a place for them to pick up their class. It'd have to have an iron block. So those are your qualifications to set up a mob arena for those of you. I'll explain what maintenance is and stuff like that in another episode. But this episode will be explaining the commands of the mob arena. So there's a couple commands that you can use. The first thing you should note is to play a mob arena, you need to know one command, and it'll cost 25 trade bars to play one round of the mob arena. Now that would be /MA for mob arena, space, join, and then you're going to type in the arena name. Now you have to be within, I think it's like 100 tiles or something. Like if you're on the other side of my town, or if you're in Haley's and you try to join my mob arena, then you will not be able to do that. But then you're going to look at the name of the mob arena, which in this case will be Torticelli. So type that in, just as it's spelled, with a capital T and everything, and then it'll take away all of your stuff. It'll just store it temporarily, cost 25 trade bars, and then here I am ready to play the mob arena. Now you have 6 default classes. You have the Knight, which is all diamonds, but you only get one small bit of food. Swordsman, you get more food, but you have iron armor. It's my favorite one. The Archer, low armor, but you get and more food, but you also get to have a dog with you, along with having an archer and bow and arrow. Scavenger's got more food, kind of in the mix, a little bit better armor. Nobody ever really uses the Scavenger. Steward, it's always nice to have somebody in the group that has enough food to supply it to everybody. And then Beastmaster will give you more dogs, and it's about the same as the Archer, just with more dogs and less arrows. I choose the Swordsman if I'm by myself because it has enough food to get you through a little bit. Now when you're ready, you're going to click the iron block to play the mob arena. You'll get flagged as ready. Whenever everybody in your group flags it, you'll join it. It goes through certain waves. As you see, okay, we got this wave is skeletons, and it'll increasingly have more and more mobs. And as you get to certain waves, you will get certain rewards. Wave 1 is a bone. This is all by default. It'll eventually get personalized per town. But wave 5 would be a cookie. Wave 10, after you beat the boss, is 15 trade bars. Wave 15 is 3 pieces of fire to make chainmail. And wave 20 is 2 diamond. I'm not sure what's after that. We haven't gotten that far. I've only gotten to 22, and we had some people get to 24. But I'm not going to actually play through the whole mob arena here. I'm just going to die here in a minute. This is just to demonstrate and explain what the mob arena is. And I'm going to show you a couple more commands. So I'm going to go ahead and kill myself whenever I get spawned into this next round. But you will keep playing until you die. And then once you die, you'll see what happens here. Let's say this creeper's going to probably kill me. Yep, so I've died. Now here I am. I would spawn back up here, and the scoreboard would show my number of kills and stuff like that. But notice I don't have any stuff at the moment. So one thing you have to do, and remember to do, is to leave the mob arena and get your stuff back, and also claim your rewards. So before you leave, you have to type in /MA leave. This is crucial if you want to get your stuff back. So here I am, I pop back up to the last part that I was. So if you walk to the mob arena, and you join it from here in the spectator rooms, and then you walk all the way back to Haley's, and then you were like, crap, I never left the mob arena, and you do /MA leave, you're going to teleport all the way back to the last part you were when you joined. So you do have to remember that you need to leave the mob arena before you do anything else. So you can see I got my reward of my cookie and my bone. Alright, a couple other, if you're looking for what the arena is called, there should be a sign that the person placed up. You can also type in /MA arenas, and it'll give you a list of all of the arenas. Currently, the only arena in Eldin right now is Torticelli. But you can also watch the mob arena. It'll put you in so you can see what wave they're on. You can see who died and stuff like that. So you can do /MA spec, as in spectate, and then the arena name. Again, you have to be close to this. So it'll put me up here to the spectator point. I don't have any items, and I can solely watch, and if somebody was going, it would tell me what wave they were on and stuff like that. And again, /ma leave to get out of that. You can also do /ma help if you ever forget these commands. They'll all be down below. One more I didn't show off was /ma players, and then you type in the name, and as you can see, there's no players playing in my mob arena, but you could check to see how many people were in the mob arena if you were in another town to see if a game was going on. That should be all the information needed on the mob arena as far as commands go and how it works. I'll put them all in the description again below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in another tutorial.